Hello everyone, welcome to Farming Simulator 22 Gameplay Series Part 2, or Section 2. This is the FS09 Island, same as the last map. We're not starting two different series at the same time. That's insane, and I can't really do that at the current time. Well, I am doing two series at the same time. I've got the Ghost Recon series that I'm doing, and then I'm doing the FS22 here. Anyhow, we're gonna start the video pretty soon here. And we'll hop in and start playing the game. Alright, we're at 100% here, so we're gonna hop in and we're gonna get in the tractor, head back to the shop, and we're gonna continue on where we left off, pretty much. Basically, we're gonna take the tractor and finish what we started in the last video, and we'll get that taken care of. We also need to get a baler and a bale wagon, or bale collector wagon. We're going to get the small square baler, and we're going to get the automatic bale collector wagon for the small square baler. And we're doing that because we need the baler and the collector to work the hay, or not the hay, the straw that we're going to put down after we're done harvesting with the combine. Playing around with the stats here, seeing which one I want to get for tire size and attachments, whether I want the rear attachment or not. Once we're done playing around here, we're going to get this and we're going to pick up the bale trailer that I told you guys about a couple seconds ago. Or, what, 30 seconds ago? I don't know. Anyhow, I got the baler. Now we're going to pick up the bale collector. I was also going to get a tractor, but the tractors were too expensive at the current time. Off we go! still getting used to the controls here, so bear with me. I teleported into the combine by accident. And as I said before, we're going to try and do this particular series as realistically as I can get it. We're getting over here at the shop, and we're gonna hook up to the baler and take that down, and then we're gonna grab the bale trailer and basically work on getting everything rolling, or at least rolling as fast as I can get it. I don't remember which one we take down first here. Yep, we're taking the baler down first, I think. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to see if I can hook up the baler to the wagon, the auto-load wagon. It is an auto-load wagon. Trying to see if the AI workers will take the tractor and the planter down to the farm for me. It doesn't look like it wants to do that, so we may have to take everything down, and since I'm playing this as realistically as I can, I'm gonna be doing a lot of back and forth, kind of running stuff. So you'll have to bear with me on that kind of particular setup. Because I'll be doing a lot of running back and forth, and a lot of back and forth for me means a lot of dead air and the basic in-game sound effects for you guys. And as you guys may or may not have noticed, I'm still trying to get used to the steering controls, and this tractor goes way faster than it's supposed to. It is a modded tractor, so that's probably why it's doing that. It also does say it goes 93, so that's way fast. We're gonna fill this seeder up, and not seeder, this is a planter. We're gonna fill the planter up here, and once we're done filling up the planter, we're gonna hitchhike it back up to the shop, and once we're done hitchhiking, I think we're gonna grab the combine and start our harvest with the helper AI. AI workers. I'm going to have the AI do the harvesting for us while we're pulling stuff around. We do have to get 3 fields in before the end of this particular day, because that's just the way the game's set up at the current moment in time. When you first start, August is 1 day and 1 day only. Once we hit September, then it'll be 2 days for September. So we're gonna have to, we're on the way back here. We're gonna have to get those 3 fields in before this day is over, before September hits, otherwise we won't be able to harvest them. And we are playing full seasons, for those of you who are joining in on this video and didn't see the last one. And I may throw a link in the description. Actually, I probably will throw a link in the description to the previous video. Okay. We're on the way back and we're headed towards the shop and we're gonna get things moving. We're back here at the shop, and like I said, we're gonna hop in the combine and we're gonna get the combine going. And I'm gonna try and hook this up as close to real life as I can get it, which means this is gonna take a minute to get the combine hooked up to the header. That is, if I don't get stuck first. Finally got that header hooked up. Now we're going to take the combine down to that field. I think it's field 4. Yeah, it's field 4. We're going to head down to field 4 and we're going to start the harvest. I'm just messing around right here, getting used to the controls a little bit, just having a little fun. Anyhow, once we get down there, I may give you a little first-person view too, just for the fun of it. Anyhow, once we get down there, we're gonna run all the way back and get the gonna run all the way back and get the small square baler and the auto load wagon. here we are at field 4, and we're gonna hire the worker, and we're gonna run back over to the shop, and like I said a few minutes ago, we're gonna get that baler and the wagon, that auto load wagon down here, and we're gonna bring it down here by field 4. That way all the equipment will be there when we start our baling and bale collecting. And we're gonna start our long run all the way back to the shop, which will probably be a little boring. And I don't have any music to play for you guys while we're doing these long jaunts, so here we go. The long run back to the shop. Alright, we're back here at the International, and we're gonna take this International up to field 4 and drop off the baler, come back and pick up the other one. The bale collector, or auto load wagon. Trying to figure out where I want to park this thing, and here's where we're gonna drop off the baler, and we're gonna go grab that bale wagon, the auto collect bale wagon, and we may switch and do some first person view stuff in a little bit once I get used to the controls a little bit more. we're going to hook up this auto-collect bale wagon. We're going to head back over to field 4, drop this off, and we're going to swing down and grab the grain wagon, because we will probably have a full combine, or a fairly full combine, by the time we get all the way down there and get all this done. Which is something I totally forgot about. Totally forgot that we were going to have to get the grain from the combine. So we'll have to get all the harvesting done first, and then we'll bale, and then we'll do all the collecting. So we'll probably do all 3 of those particular projects one at a time, instead of doing them at the same time. Normally I would have another tractor that I could run to, and I could bale while I was doing the grain collect from the combine. We're switching into first person view here, and we're gonna be popping back and forth into the different third person tractor view and first person view. We're gonna try and use the first person view for the most part from pretty much here on out, I think. Makes it look more realistic, and I'm gonna do a little shortcut here and drop this wagon off. The bale collect wagon. Now that we're done with that, we're gonna grab this tipper wagon here, and we're gonna unload the combine, and hopefully he's not fully loaded and waiting on us. Looks like the combine's still going there. Let's see, which side is the pipe on? We're gonna check him, and he's around 70% full, 79-ish. So we're gonna let him go back, and we're gonna unload him on the go here. And you may or may not notice this, but we're going to set our cruise control down to 6. And we're going to set that so that we can keep pace with the combine instead of having to do the whole trigger dance, as I like to call it. Dancing with the stop and go thing. So we're gonna wait here, and we're gonna wait here, and we're gonna unload him on the way down. And here we go. I think I may have started a little late, so we'll have to pick up the pace a little, and no, we're good. We're unloading on the go. We're doing this in the cab view, which is way more difficult than it looks. especially because third-person view you get to see everything, and in cab view, not so much. We're gonna take this down to our grain storage barn, and we're gonna unload and come back and pick up whatever's left. And we are 88% full, so we wouldn't be able to get the rest of that on this particular trailer anyhow. Hopping out, and we're gonna open the doors here, and once we got these open, we'll hop back into the tractor and unload. And this might be a little bit of a trick because this tipper tips upwards when I unload it. And since this shed is not exactly the tallest, we might run into a slight problem. Other than that, I think everything will work out. At least for the time being. We're on the way back up to the combine. He's either done or, yeah, he's done. So we're gonna take him off to the next field, and I don't remember what number it is, but it's the one down here by the farm. Oh, 15. We're headed to field 15. Once we're done with field 15, we gotta do 19. And all of this, I believe, is wheat. So once we get field 15 done, which is the only field that we'll be able to get done before the end of the video, and this video is going to go a little over an hour, so I'm trying to find the entrance to the field. So once we find the entrance, we'll park this fairly close to the entrance, run all the way over to the combine, and grab the combine, bring the combine over, and do the whole process all over again. And then next video we'll finish off and start baling, more than likely. Pick the parking spot for the tractor and trailer. Now we're gonna run all the way back and grab the combine and start combining the rest of this. We're gonna check the prices for the cows, see if we can get any cows, which we won't be able to do. That, and we have to get a we're going to have to get something to chop the corn. We're going to have to get some kind of a chopper. That way we can get our silage going for the cows, which is something I totally forgot about. Which means we're going to be in some trouble. Because if we can't get that corn in and start fermenting it, then we're going to be in a little bit of a tough spot. We've hopped into the combine and we're on our way down to field 15. Yahoo! I'm gonna clean up a little bit, whatever the AI missed, I guess, first. Take care of that. Leave a mess everywhere, make it harder for me to bale everything. Well, we're gonna clean this little piece off and head down to 15 and start getting 15 taken care of. We're doing a little cutting, but this is our shortcuts. But this is our land, so I'm okay with it. And if I'm okay with it and it's our land, then big whoop-de-doo. I probably won't do that unless I own the land. I won't pull any shortcuts. Gonna unload whatever's left in this combine, and as you're gonna see shortly, I guess I do know what I'm up to. One of these unloads, I'm not sure whether or not I get the whole thing unloaded and I mess around there for a good minute. Anyhow, we're gonna start the harvest up again, and this is where we go around and we try and figure out what we want to do here. Try and figure out how to make a little money so we don't go bankrupt, which is obviously the biggest challenge and going to be the biggest problem at this point. Just because we're short one very specific piece of equipment and we're going to need it. Especially to get the corn in. We're going to need that chopper. Corn chopper. Looking around to see what we can buy, and nothing is on the menu right now because we can't afford it. Not even the 7,800 one, which is the cheapest one in the whole group. So, we're in a bit of a pickle. We're in a very big pickle, actually. Oh boy. We're in some big trouble. I'm still gonna try and lease that cedar so we can get number 4 in grass. Or at least we'll be able to make some money off of that. Well, we're gonna head back over here and we're gonna continue onward and unload the combine on the go and continue on with the harvest. No, we're gonna hop into the menu here and take a look at prices. See if we can try and make a little money off of selling some of our crop here. Which is a yes. And I'm hoping we can sell and make enough money to be able to get that chopper that I was talking about earlier. Which we probably won't be able to do. Which means our cornfield, well, if we lease it we might be able to get away with it, but ooh, this is going to be tough. This is going to be really tough for starting out here. Well, we're going to have to decide what we're going to do later on for the cornfield, because we'll have to wait for a couple of months. And we're going to make a small delivery by the looks of it. I think that's what we're planning on. Planning on making a little delivery here and making a little money, just so that we don't go bankrupt to the hired worker. Not to mention, at the end of the month here, we're going to have to pay money on the buildings that we put up, which is going to be another issue. Hoping that we don't, we're going to hope that we don't go bankrupt through bills alone at this point. And we're going to take off here and head towards that sell point, and we're going to sell this little bit of grain that we have here and try and make it so we don't go bankrupt here. Maybe get us up to somewhere around a little over 3,000. Here we are at our destination, taking a look around a little bit. A couple of different sell and buy points here. Still getting used to the controls, obviously. There we go. We're selling the grain. There's our 3,000 marker. 3,300. Income 1,190. Gonna take a small look around the docks here, and we're gonna head back and unload the combine, and we're gonna hope he doesn't have a full load again. Well, he didn't have a full load last time, he was close to full. We're gonna hope he's not completely full this time. Then we're gonna take a different route back. We're gonna take some of the back roads here, and we're gonna go straight to 15. 15 is right on the other side of that small patch of trees. We may even be able to see the combine once we get closer to the top of the hill, if we're lucky. We're not gonna get that lucky. Anyhow, there's 15, and combine's on the other end of this particular corner. Whoa! Up the hill we go. Can hear the engine bog down there. Gonna swing by the combine and try and figure out which side the pipe's on again. Obviously, I already figured it out, which is why I turned around. So we're gonna wait up here at the top of the hill, and whoa, that was close. Almost got the tractor nailed again. Almost nailed the tree. Instead of hitting the metal post, it was almost the tree. Turned off the engine, then this tractor is gonna stop automatically. Gonna wait for the combine to turn around, and then we're gonna unload on the go once again. I'm gonna move the tractor over a little bit here and get him into the right position. Get the tractor that we're in the correct position so we can unload on the go. We're gonna hop in and check and see how full the... Oh, never mind. Combine's at least 80% full because the beacon light's turned on. So we're gonna unload on the go here, and hopefully we can get this combine emptied. Well, once we're done unloading the combine here, we're gonna take this tractor and trailer down to the farm and unload into our silo there. Here we are at the silo, and we're gonna go ahead and unload now, and we're gonna head back to the combine once we're done unloading. And I'm gonna shut my mouth and let you guys listen to these cool sound effects. Alright, we're gonna take off, head back to the field, and unload the combine again. We'll unload him on the go until we're full. And then, once we're full, we'll unload, and we're just gonna do that until the field's done. Which shouldn't be too much longer, because field's probably just a little over half-ish done, maybe? I don't really know. Nah, it's a little over half done. I forgot to look at the mini-map. I can tell how much is left by looking at the mini-map. Approximately. Playing around with the lights a little bit. Having some fun. I'm gonna take the tractor and trailer up there and unload the combine there on the way down. We're hopped into combine here and see how full the combine is. 52%, 53-ish. Yep. By the time we get turned around and start it again, it'll be close to 54, so we're gonna unload the combine on the way down. That way he doesn't get super full and we have to unload him and drive into the grain. And we do have our crop destruction on, so that means if we drive into the grain, then we'll be in trouble. Because we'll lose crop, which is something we don't want to do right now because, well, plain and simply because we're short on money, and the more crop we lose, the worse off our price is going to be for our sales. So, we're going to unload him on the go. We're down here at the end of the field, and I think we're going to go ahead and take this down to... gonna go ahead and take this off to the, to our silo here at the farm. I couldn't think of the name. Ridiculous. Oh well. We're gonna wait up here, unload him on the way down one more time, and we're gonna go down, and once we're done unloading the combine on the way down, we're gonna head down to the farm silo and unload this wagon and come back up, and we should pretty much be done with the field by that time. Unless something happens with the AI, which is more than likely one of those things that it's just one of those things that happens. AI kind of gets stuck and then stops working, and then you gotta finish off the field. One of those deals. So we're gonna unload the combine on the way down, and we're gonna unload this tipper, and we're already pushing an hour here, so we're gonna try and wrap it up once the field's done, since we go over an hour, I just decide to get everything ready for the next video, in this video, for the most part. Combine is empty and we are 100% full, so we're gonna take this tractor and trailer here down to the farm silo and we're gonna unload and come back, and we're gonna hope the combine's got the field finished by the time we get back down there. Which he should have it finished by the time we get back down there. We're popping into the menu here and we're checking our prices, trying to see how much money we're going to be able to make off of selling our grain or our wheat here. And let's just say we're hoping we won't need to lease for the chopper. And apologies for the background noise. Family's home and they can be a little noisy sometimes. We tend to talk rather loudly because Grandma can't hear very well. And here we go. The combine stopped because I think that tree was in the way. So, we're gonna have to, well, we'll finish off harvesting ourselves since we're here, and it'll be the end of the, well, we're getting near the end of the video because we're already gonna be past an hour by the time we finish getting this harvested. So, since we're passing an hour marker pretty soon, we're just gonna prep everything for the next video, and we'll be closing out once we get everything prepped for the next video. So we'll finish the harvest on this particular field 15 here, and we'll come back around and unload and unload the combine. And the mini map zooms in like that because of the I can't remember the name of the mod now. Oh, that's a bummer. Precision farming. There we go. The precision farming mod Got everything all harvested here. We're gonna unload the combine into the trailer. We're gonna move the combine off to the next field. We're gonna run back to the tractor and trailer, unload the tractor trailer, bring the tractor trailer up to the next field, field 19. And then that'll pretty much be pushing towards the end of this video. This is the spot that I was talking about earlier. We couldn't figure out what was going on because the combine was already empty. We're gonna park the combine here out by field 19. We're gonna park it in the ready to go position. It'll be in the road a little bit, but it's back road that none of the AI cars drive on, so we don't have to worry about it. So we're gonna run back to the tractor, and we're gonna take the tractor down to the silo. And I do not remember the number. 1586. There we go. The International 1586. I'm gonna take this tractor and trailer down to the silo, unload, and bring it up by field 19, right by the combine there. Alright, we're at our silo here. We're gonna unload the wagon, and I'm gonna let you guys listen to the sound effects noises that are pretty cool. Alright, we're off to field 19 here. We're gonna take a look around and see how much the chopper is that I'm interested in. Just so that we'll have a general idea of how much we'll have to spend, and I know how much I don't want to spend right now because we're pretty much exactly at 3,000 right now, and hiring the worker to do field 19 will bring us down to around 2,000, pretty close to 2,000 would be my guess. So we're going to be using the crop to basically stay afloat. Hopping in, and we're going to put the pipe in, and we're going to pop into the menu here. Alright, we're gonna check out the 38,000. We're probably not gonna be able to make that much. So we're probably gonna have to lease this particular chopper. 150 horses, so we'll probably be... I don't know what the other one is. We'll probably end up using the John Deere for that. For chopping the corn with that little guy. We're gonna have to lease it for sure. Anyhow, we're gonna pop back in the menu here. We're gonna save the game, which is a must, because we have our autosave turned off, so we definitely have to save the game. And that'll basically be the end of this video. So, without further ado, thank you all for watching. Hope you all had a great time. Sorry it took so long. It's a little longer than the other video, but hey, it's Farm Sim. Normally when I play, I do all of this in one sitting. So, well, without further ado, we'll see you in the next video.